Hey everyone, this is Madhav and now I'm going to explain how to design a tall building structure using ETABS 2018. So let's go through the assignment which was given to us. Initially, let's look at this model. So it is clearly visible that this model is divided into four parts. This one is the first part, then this one is the second one, and this one is the third one, and this is the final one. So the parts are divided into number of stories. Like the first part has 1 to 8 stories, second part has 9 to 14 stories, the third part has 15 to 19 stories, and the fourth part has 20 to 23 stories. We can see that each part has a unique laying of columns, beams, and slabs. So these tiny squares uh, denotes the columns. These lines represent beams, and the gray square box represents slab. So we can see that each part has a different loading system. Basically in this project we have three load cases, that is dead load, live load, and wind load. We can see that the dead load remains constant, but when it comes to live load, it is decreasing gradually as there is increase in the height. I mean, as you go from part 1 to part 2 to part 3 to part 4, there is decrease in the live load. Okay, so uh, when it comes to ETAP software, to design a structure we have five fundamental steps that are to be followed. So let's begin with the first step. Okay, so we are going to click on this new model. A pop-up prices, and see that these standard options are to be chosen. Okay, then a quick template for grid appears. Now number of grid lines are to be kept constant, and the spacing in x and y direction is given as 6 meters. These can be changed based on your project, but when it comes to this assignment, we are told to keep spacing of grading as 6 and 6 meters. Then the other category speaks about story dimensions. So the height is kept constant, but when it comes to number of stories, we have kept it as 23, and then grade only option is chosen. Um, then we go for custom story data. Okay, then a pop-up like this appears, this one. So as we told that this is gonna be the part has number of stories. So using this option, what we are doing is we are clubbing all the stories into a single part. Like, it is understandable for us, but the software won't understand it, that right? So with the help of this option, we are going to do that by just assigning for example, the first part has 1 to 8 stories. So from that, among them, a single story is assigned as a master story, and the rest of them are then told as similar to this particular story. Okay, so by this the first step is done, and the second step comes, that is defining various material and section properties. So while doing this assignment, we have defined three material properties, that is M40, mile 250, and HYSD 500. So when it comes to M40, it represents concrete, and when it comes to HYSD 500 and mile 250, they represent rebars. Basically, HYSD 500 is used for longitudinal bars, and mile 50 is used for tie bars, also known as stirrups. Okay, so I'll just show you an example how to defining a material. So just click on add new material, see the region. Basically we are taking it as India. Then take any desired option which you want. I'm taking here as concrete and standard Indian, and grade as, okay, I'm taking M50. Okay, so in a similar way you can also perform this one, and just click on OK. Again click on OK. So then we'll go for section properties, and here we use frame sections and slab sections. When it comes to frame sections, we have defined these three categories for beams, 1, 2, and 3, and these three for columns. And and while designing, if a and while designing, if a basic if a frame fails, so we are supposed to again define another material and again assign to it. So this is a lengthier process. So therefore we have an option called auto select. So in this auto select, we are going to add these all dimensioned beams into it, and then we are going to assign these this property to the beam, so that if it so for example, if the beam has failure at in the having dimension 500 into 300, so the software asks us, and then we allow, if we allow the dimension of the beam changes to 550 into 350, and the process of designing then begins. So this is helpful for us, this one and this one. Okay. So then the third step is to draw beams, columns, slabs. So just go to this draw option and uh, go for quick columns. So by just dragging, by just dragging, dragging, you can see that small tiny uh, squares are appearing which represent the columns. In the similar way, based on the requirement, you can draw the columns. See that similar story in this option. See that similar stories is chosen. In a similar way, beams are also drawn just in the similar way. Okay, but the important thing is, see that laying is done based on the question assigned. Like for us, like if you're doing for a different project, you can do however you want it. In the similar way, again, slabs are also drawn. Here you can find quick draw floor through which we can draw slabs. See, if you click on this, this turns out. Okay. Then the third step is assigning. So basically, we have assigned three loads. I'll show you the loads. Load cases. Okay. See, you can see we have assigned dead load, live load, and wind load. When it comes to a wind load, uh, based on the IS code, it depends. It depends on the location, topography, and terrain of the structure where it is going to be constructed. Okay. Then now we provide auto cladding to a structure by going to draw option and selecting auto draw cladding. And then we come to the fourth step, which is nothing but analyzing. So ensure that, okay, this is not necessary, but let's do it. Then we go for analyze and let's begin. It takes a time as the number of stories are more, right? So it takes a while. So So the main reason for analyzing a structure is it helps us know about the bending moment, shear force, slope, deflection, and other properties of our frame. There are a number of frames present in this structure, right? Okay. Uh, Now we can see that our model is about to ready after analyzation. Uh, so by by going on the particular point, we can see the various reaction values, and when we zoom it and see, we can see this bending portion, right, in our a particular frame, then by right clicking, then we can get to know the different values by going to display and just selecting force stress diagrams and going for shell stresses and forces. So we are going to select F1, okay, apply. Okay, so this takes a while. So now using these parameters which are provided, we can get to know about our structure. Now we are going to design our now we are going to of the final step, which is nothing but designing a structure. So now by going in revise preferences, check that the design code is IS 4562000, and okay, then click on OK, and then now we'll go to start design. So now the process has begun. Let's wait for the answer. Now it shows that for 11 concrete frames have failed. So now it is asking to reiterate. This is what I told you in the earlier video. Like if a particular section fails, then the software automatically assigns the different beam and column of different dimension so that it resists the load. So now if I click on yes, again the analysis and design is going to start. So by this way, the complete designing, analyzing of a particular structure can be done. That's it from my side. Thank you.